The use and importance of data in football cannot be ignored. The training process, the monitoring process, like we all use, should assist coaches to make informed decisions about player trainability and has two main objectives: to improve the performance and to decrease the risk of injury. Why would we not do the same with our goalkeepers and apply these training principles to create a model for the goalkeepers? Catapult is therefore a perfect partner to provide us with the specific goalkeeper parameters to create a model on their own.
And in the gym, we use a Catapult system primarily for our jumps and impacts to have a sort of monitor and a backlog check on how many impacts the guys have on small, medium and high jumps to make sure that they're not overloaded, and periodize that like we have our field players also. But obviously for the keepers, they're very different athletes. It's almost like being in a different sport. And we use the same thing with the transfer training. So the transfer training is like our idea of linking what happens in the strength in the gym, our capacities and our coordination, to then what happens with Khalid and on the pitch in the keeper session. So it's called transfer training because we try to focus on as specific a context as possible so that the work that we do transfers immediately to the field.
Normally with the players we use the game values as a reference, but with the goalkeepers it's not useful because the game is less intense than a training session. So we came up with a model which is applicable in every team based on training principles to support our goalkeeper coach to make the right decisions about training load for each session. So the first step is to make a well-balanced training plan, switching from low, medium and high sessions based on external load and internal load. Every week and every day is planned using IMA, is initial movement analysis, as our external load parameter, which gives us a nice overview of the total movement load of a goalkeeper.
In the beginning of the week we have a meeting with medical and performance staff, myself as a goalkeeper coach, and we walk through the program that we have for the goalkeepers. For example, the under 21 goalkeeper, he played on Saturday, so what we have to do with him, the goalkeeper that played the game in the first team, match day +1, it's recovery, but the other goalkeepers have to push a little bit harder. So yeah, we can do that and measure it with Catapult. It's perfect.
We used the goalkeeper-specific parameters like the total dive load, the total dives, the total jumps, return to feet and kicking. It's really necessary, like we do with our players, to prepare the goalkeeper for the high demanding passages of play, which are not in the game, but which are coming out of training sessions. For example, when a head coach wants to do an excessive finishing drill, or when the goalkeeper coach wants to do or work a lot on dives, or as we as performance coaches want to do, of overload the goalkeepers with jumps, their body got an enormous spike and their body needs to get used to it. So it's vital to create a chronic training load and integrate those peak loads during the week so the body gets used to this load.
So in the youth academy we work also with the Catapult system and the goalkeeper device. So yeah, I think it's a massive step for youngsters that using the data as well to the first team. So we can compare data, but at the end of the day I think it's very useful for goalkeepers and goalkeeper coaches.